Scenes from Pershing Hill Elementary School. Last week, Pershing Hill and Manor View Elementary were recognized as Maryland Purple Star schools. Details in a moment. Hello and welcome to Meade Week. I'm Brian Spann. Also this week, updates on our 250th Army birthday celebration, along with some video of the fort from 1950. Plus some health news from the VA. These stories and more, but first some health news from Kimbrough Ambulatory Care Center. The behavioral health clinic changed their hours this week in wake of recent personnel losses. Behavioral health no longer offers daily walk-in hours. They've been reduced to Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7:30 to 9 a.m. Additionally, in and out processing hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays only from 7:30 to 4. Other than these times, the clinic is shifting to appointments only. Officials add that if a command team has an acute concern about a service member, arrangements can be made for a same-day appointment. In a related story, the VA released a new app last week. It's called Well Within Coach and is designed to support the mental health and well-being of women. Here's more from the VA.
Women have diverse experiences that affect their healthcare needs. You need mental health support that understands and embraces your experiences as a woman and a veteran. Whether you're looking for mental health support, are experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder, or want to improve your well-being, Well Within Coach can help. Use the app to track your health, try stress management exercises, find words of encouragement from other women veterans, and explore mental health resources. Women deserve thoughtful and informed mental health support. Well Within Coach can help.
We return to Kimbrough for some more health-related news. On the last day of April, Kimbrough hosted the final event of this year's Sexual Assault and Abuse Prevention Month observance. The director of Kimbrough Medical Operations, Dr. Denise Richardson, offered some sobering statistics.
And I want all of you, if you can, just take a look at the shoes that are behind you. There are 57 pairs of shoes that represent the men, women, and children who have been victims of assault. So far this year, Fort Meade, we've had 27 victims. And so it's really important that we stand together today in unit, in solidarity, to fight back against domestic violence and sexual assault.
Elsewhere, we're building up to the Army's 250th birthday celebration. On our last show, we previewed the events planned for the week leading up to the 14th. This week, we have a couple of additions. On Friday, June 13th, the garrison will lead an installation run from McLaughlin Parade Field at 6:30 a.m. And the traditional cake cutting will take place during Friday's lunch service at the Freedom Inn Dining Facility. Stay tuned to our websites and the My Army Post app for any updates. As we promised in the last show, we have more vintage video of Fort Meade from the National Archives. This video, released in 1950, shows selective service enlistees and officers being recalled to active duty for service in advance of the Korean War. Here's the reception center as soldiers do their initial interviews and paperwork. Someone's happy waiting in line to get paid at the Finance Center. Some of the units on Fort Meade in 1950 included 2nd Army Headquarters. Here you see soldiers having completed their training deployed by rail. We'll have more on the next edition of Meade Week. In other news, Pershing Hill and Manor View Elementary Schools have been recognized as Maryland Purple Star schools for 2025 through 2027. The schools join MacArthur Middle, Meade High, and the West Meade Early Education Center as Maryland Purple Star schools. Purple Star recognition honors schools that go above and beyond to support military-connected students.
Today we gather not only to celebrate a ribbon, a building, or a title, but to honor the commitment, resilience, and sacrifice of all military-connected students and families. Being recognized as a Purple Star school is more than an achievement. It's a promise to support those who serve and those who stand with them.
At a minimum, schools must meet at least 4 criteria to earn the Purple Star. These include having a military liaison on staff and a peer-led transition program, among others. Congratulations to all the students and staff at Pershing Hill and Manor View. And finally this week, if you're catching the show before May 21st, don't forget about the quarterly community job fair. It's from 10 to 2 at Club Meade. As always, it's open to the public. If you don't have normal access to Fort Meade, there's a shuttle service that runs between Club Meade and the Army Reserve Center on Maryland 175. For details, go to meade.armymwr.com. And that's Meade Week for this week. I'm Brian Spann. For everyone at Meade TV and the Fort Meade Public Affairs Office, have a great weekend and a great Meade Week.